Yeah, Gary Lewis makes the comment about Stanford next week. The one thing that was worrying me a bit during this whole game was the fact that our offensive line, especially, it seemed to me like Corey Foreman was losing a lot of those battles, especially on those run plays. I don't know what you guys thought. I think when we go up against the bigger defensive lines, we really got to work on that because it just seemed like, I don't know, it might be trouble. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think so. There's going to be things that we're going to have to correct, and Grinch is going to mention it that yeah we did some things well, but there's some things we have to correct. We shouldn't be getting gashed at the beginning of the game like that on the run plays. And credit to Rice, they had some scripted plays ready to go, and they took advantage of it. And guess what? Stanford and Oregon State are going to keep on pounding it until we can prove we can stop the run.
And I don't think that their receivers will be as many drops as they had. And the quarterback play next week is going to increase dramatically. What we saw today is not what our defense is going to see the rest of the year.
Right. No. And to answer your question, just on that note, Manny C asks, are you folks with me that all Pac-12 games are trap games? Absolutely. Those of us who've lived long enough in the Pac-12 know for sure that anything can happen, anything, especially in places like Corvallis, where we're headed up to in a few weeks. And I would actually expand that comment, Manny, to include the fact that another trap game that we're facing is Fresno. Fresno is good. And they've got Jake Hanner quarterback. They got Jeff Tedford back as their coach. Certainly if there's one person not intimidated by USC, it's going to be Jeff Tedford. So I think you're absolutely right, Manny. They are all trap games. Yeah, exactly. I like that. Jordan, you're right. Josh Payne is right. Do not lose to food. And I just want to give another shout out to Manny, as well as we're ripping on Pac-12 refs. I think Manny can remind us, speaking of terrible refs in the state of California, Vince Young's knee was absolutely down.
I want to give a shout out to one of our commenters who's in the chat, Jay Miley. Jay Miley is tuning in from Ensenada, Mexico. So fight on, Jay Miley. And I think
fight on, Jay.
I think our friend Tim Prangley is friends with Jay Miley. So great to you tuning in, Jay. Fight on, baby. You're on mute.
Yeah, one of the nicest families I've ever met, and one of the best friends I've ever had. Jay Miley went to my little Catholic middle school together. And he went on, I believe he went on to Servite, and I went on to Bosco. Kind of lost touch, but when you told me that story about Jay Miley, it made me really happy. So nice to hear from you, Jay.
Putting in for Mexico. So good of you, Jay. Thank you.
And for those of you guys who want to join in on the chat, we are simulcasting both on the Voice of College Football's main channel and on the Voice of College Football's USC specific channels. So certainly if you guys want to subscribe to both of those, that would be awesome. Certainly helps Mark's channel, but also we will be every week after the game live to talk about it with hopefully you guys. Although some of you guys I think are watching the Notre Dame game and being a little bit wussy about calling in, which you should call in. But if you're in the one that doesn't have the chat, I'll put right now in the chat our main link as well, just so you guys have that. The main broadcast link.